Hello, and welcome to my presentation on end of life and hospice care. This presentation focus is breaking down barriers, multicultural assessment and view for planning and implementing care. My name is Amie Duff. I'm currently a nursing student at Indiana State University, and this presentation is brought to you by my community health nursing class. The focus and goal of this is to take a look at what hospice care is and look at different cultural perspectives and assessments, potential interventions for breaking down the barriers for someone who might need this end-of-life care. First of all, what is hospice, or sometimes referred to as palliative care? Basically, hospice is end-of-life care for people with serious illness not expected to improve. Often people are signed up for services or hospice services, if they have months to a year to live. The focus of hospice is quality of life and comfort, not searching for a cure as often is the case when dealing with other medical problems somebody may have. The family members are usually often involved in care and at times are the primary caregivers with the support of hospice staff. Like I said, the focus is on the quality of life, comfort, because a patient that is dying has different needs than those that are living. So that is the background of hospice. The patient and the family are the center of this service, and then you can see here with the support of nurses, doctors, health aides, the community social workers, whatever interventions are needed are often provided with that focus of comfort at end of life. Common hospice services that are provided are first of all, with a comfort focus, pain and symptom management, emotional and psychosocial support, not just for the patient, but for the family or anybody involved in their care. Family support, therapy, such as speech therapy or physical therapy. And, with that being said, these would have the focus of quality of life and comfort. Grief support, medications and equipment. A lot of times people on hospice, if they receive services in their home, the hospice service can provide, a bed or bedside commode, anything that might help promote the comfort of that patient. And then, of course, medications, for pain or any other thing that may be necessary. And then lastly, spiritual support. In the United States, as of 2016, there were 4,300 hospice care agencies. 2018 statistics reveal that 1.55 million people were on hospice at some point during that year. One of the barriers I noted doing research is people often may not seek hospice care because of payment, and quite often this is already covered by government programs such as Medicare, Medicaid, or the VA. So it's doing some education and support in the financial realm of hospice services can maybe help break down barriers and allow somebody to go ahead and seek this service that's can be vital and comfort at end of life. As far as hospice services, they're provided in a variety of different settings: in home, at the hospital, hospice facilities, standalone hospice facilities, or other healthcare settings such as a long-term care facility, foster care. Hospice generally just comes to you and meets you in your setting and provides care and support in that environment. So the focus of this presentation is taking a look at what some of the cultural barriers are to seeking hospice care, a multicultural perspective without one particular focus in some of the diverse cultures. The theme of mistrust of the medical system, language barriers, cultural and belief system, religious beliefs, the staff cultural training or the lack of cultural training, and the diversity of staff. Some of the studies show that people prefer someone who speaks their language or looks like them, or similar to them, may have similar beliefs, and they're a little more accepting to care, and that might be one of the factors that can help break down the barrier for seeking out hospice services when they're needed. So again, just to review, culture can be a barrier, religion, language, mistrust, sensitivity, and diversity. So here are some of the considerations in looking to break down some of these barriers. The assessment considerations would be a thorough assessment of the patient and family experiences, and that generally incorporates all of these topics here. What is their life experience like? What is their religious belief? How do they feel about death and end of life and family and support? And how does their religion and faith play a role in that? What are their practices? What can be done, to support that person in an end of life? Just looking at pain is often a hot topic when it comes to end of life and comfort. Many different cultures experience pain differently and show it differently, and there's different thresholds and different treatments. So all of those things have to be considered in a very comprehensive assessment of the patient and preparing for this end of life service. So some of the ways that barriers can be broken down, I think first it started with outreach. You want to get to people and make them aware of the service before they actually need it, and let them know the support's out there, what hospice is, and what some of the potential barriers are. And this, I think, ties into this theme of building trust. Building trust with your community, working in churches or working in community groups, and providing education, awareness of what this service is and how it can support not only the patient but the family in the end of life. So the beauty of the world lies in the diversity of its people, and this isn't true. This is not only true just in everyday life, but in end of life, and supporting people through their entire journey from beginning to end. And hospice care is one of those things that can do that. Here are the references that I use for more information. Be sure to look at the links below my presentation and video for a pre-test, a post-test, and a handout about hospice services. Thank you.